my name is Amarisbrianna. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not been here before, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like this one, you're gonna like one of them. Check them out. You have time. We're all stuck in the freaking house. Today I'm gonna be talking about the new Huda Beauty product. Some people call it Huda, some people call it Huda. I think it's Huda. I purchased her new stick foundation, the primer, her new eyeshadow palette, one of the mini ones, some mascara, the double-ended, and then the double-ended eyeliner as well. So if you haven't tried any of these products yet or anything by Huda, stick around. You can see my personal feelings. Just remember, these are my personal opinions. I purchased all of these items myself. Just because I may not like something doesn't mean that you shouldn't like it. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it, because everyone's skin is different. So what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So remember, if you do buy something that I love and it doesn't work for you, don't be upset with me. Everyone's skin is different, you know. If you end up loving the things that I love, then that's cool too. But always, I want you to form your own opinion. So let's get started. Okay, so I already put on my brows because I'm not doing anything new. You've seen me do my brows a million times, and really this is like more of a review on Huda Beauty. Some people say Huda, some people say Huda. I think it's Huda Beauty, so correct me if I'm wrong. I purchased all of my Huda products from Namies. They are a store in California. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but when I went to California back in February, before all of this happened, we went there and it was like makeup heaven. You do have to be approved for a pro card, so you can apply as long as you meet the requirements to get the card, and everything you are paying wholesale for, so that's cool. So I'm gonna start with the primer. I love the packaging. It's pretty much in the same packaging that her original foundation is in. It's the water jelly. So it says to apply 1 pump of primer to clean skin and wait 30 to 60 seconds for hydrating ingredients to absorb into the skin. This is so cute. I hope I like it as much as I like the packaging. Ignore my nails. Okay, it feels really nice. I was afraid that it was gonna feel either slimy or sticky, because it just looks like it would be sticky. It kind of feels like a serum, like a skincare serum, but I like the way it feels. My face is doing some funky things. I'm about to get my period soon and wearing the mask. The straps are breaking me out here and here. I'm not really breaking out much around the mouth. It's more where the straps are, so that's cool. So I'll let this soak in for a minute. These are the new foundation sticks. I bought 2 of them just in case because I'm so neutral. Typically, I buy 2 foundations and I have to mix them, or I end up having to mix with some things. I purchased Churro, which is 415 neutral, and Gingerbread, which is 430 neutral. When I went on the Sephora site, I typed in like a foundation that's pretty close to my skin tone, and these are the colors. It recommended one of them, and then I bought one that I thought would match me. Let's see. Super cute packaging. I love that it's matte, just like her original foundation. So let's see how this color. This is the Gingerbread. I feel like it's a little dark, but maybe once I blend it, it'll be better. It feels really nice. Now, I am not a stick foundation type of person. I do not like stick foundation. There's one that I do like a little bit. It's the Hourglass one. It's like growing on me, but I feel like I am just not a stick foundation type of girl. This is the Churro, which is lighter than the Gingerbread. It's 415. Gingerbread is gonna be more of like my summer color. I'm liking the Churro a lot. If you have trouble color matching, if you end up wanting to try these, go on the Sephora website. I feel like that's the most accurate. So let's blend it out and see. I'm glad I ordered 2 because Churro looks like it's gonna be the winner. The Gingerbread is a little too dark. I like the undertone of it, but it's definitely a little too dark. Once I blended it out, it kind of disappeared. So let's add some more. I'm gonna do more of like a patting and see. So this is definitely medium coverage, buildable coverage foundation stick. Yeah, definitely have to build. Oh, for a light to medium coverage, apply to face and buff out with your favorite sponge or brush. For full coverage, swipe foundation directly on a dense, flat brush and apply to the face. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you just apply it, you know, directly to the face and buff it out with a brush. So let's see. I feel like this is pretty dense, so I'm gonna put it on there. I feel weird doing this, like I should not be doing that. And let's see. Quit eating your toes, kitten. So this is what it looks like when you put it directly on the brush. Obviously, they probably meant the brush that is meant for these sticks, but I wasn't feeling it. I was looking at it like, I'm not impressed. So this is the side where I applied it to the skin. This is the side that I applied with a brush. I think I like it directly on the brush, so I did add some more on there. So far, so good. I like it. I just don't like when I feel like stick foundations, why am I doing this? I feel like stick foundations, they sit on top of my skin. Like my skin doesn't actually like absorb it, you know? It's just floating right on top. I never do my foundation first. I always do my eyes. I was so excited to try these that I kind of just jumped the gun. I can't believe how nice this color matches. Okay, Sephora, with your accurate ass color finder. Yes. So far, so good. Why are you looking at me so cute? Kitten, do you love your mama? I wish you could see him right now. He's so cute. He's so handsome. Quit fighting your sleep. If you're tired, go to sleep. You don't have to be up because I'm up. He like fights his sleep because he wants to hang out with his mom. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to set this with quite a bit of something because I don't know. Now it's looking like it's sitting on top of my skin, but maybe it's in my head. I don't know. So then we have this guy here. They have 3 different palettes. I bought this one because it was the most appealing to me. And I love the packaging. I love like a good hunter green. I love these shades. I feel like this is something you definitely could wear like every day. I hate buying palettes that I know like I'm gonna use like 5 colors and never touch again. And I know with this palette, I'm probably gonna use every single color. Now, I did not plan ahead on an eye look. I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best. I'm gonna start by applying my P. Louise eye primer, and I have it in 0.5. And my eyebrows need done, I'm aware. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. So I'm gonna go in with the MAC 224 brush. I always gravitate to like the orangey, like gold colors here, but I feel like I do so many looks with that. I don't wanna like bore you, but that's probably what we gonna do. Yeah, we gonna do it. Do these have individual names? No. So I'm gonna go in with this guy in the corner. Why is my brain just doesn't work like that. I'm gonna go with this guy in the corner and I'm just gonna buff that out. So I don't know where you live, but I know here in Ohio, things are becoming a little more strict with COVID again, and I'm totally freaking out on the inside. I've been having a lot of anxiety. That's probably why my brain is not letting me have like a normal human conversation, because my brain is just so tired from worrying. And I know that we shouldn't worry about things that are out of our control, but it's hard not to, because it's like, what do we do? Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. I think this needs blended out a little more. And this you can be kind of messy with because you're just using it as like your transition color. And I'm gonna pack this on right in the crease. I just wanna stay as close to my eyelid as I possibly can so that I have room to blend it and melt it upward. And don't worry about really like blending it now. We're just packing on the color so we can blend it out later. So now I'm gonna take my clean blending brush, or you can like clean yours off, and I'm just gonna buff that in. Just little baby circles, and I'm not really blending up just yet. I'm just blending the color that is there. And the reason I don't bring it all the way in is because when you blend it, it's going to come in. You don't need product, in my opinion, the whole way across, because it just blends right in. These shadows blend really, really nice. I do love Huda's shadows. I own several of her palettes, the mini ones, and then I own one of her large palettes, the Mercury Retrograde. That's probably my favorite palette of hers. Oh, I'm dizzy. I've not been drinking enough water, and that's why my skin does look a little bit dehydrated. You can see I have some smile lines going on. So if you ever see smile lines, don't think that it's always like age related. It could be that your skin simply is dehydrated. So drink your water. So now I'm gonna start to blend up. See how that shadow, how it just moved? Plan it and then blend it out. But I feel like because I have more of like a hooded eye, I don't like it too dark in this area. Makes my eyes look even smaller than they already are. And you're literally blending until your hand hurts. I know we've been sitting here blending for a while, but see how it's just starting to come together? If you feel like it's not blended enough for you, you can go back in with your 224, your larger blending brush, and pick up literally just a little bit of color of the transition color, tap it off, and just go over that lightly and blend that out. So see how it kind of blended the edges out so that it's more smoked, and just run that back and forth. You don't need to add any more color than that. So I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my finger to do the lid. And I'm not going for like a crisp, clean look, so the finger is fine. And I feel like with more of like her shimmers and like foily colors, it's almost better to use your finger. You get more of the pigment. If you want to use a brush, that's totally fine. I'm gonna try it with a brush and see how I feel about it. I'm just bringing it up a little bit higher so that my eye looks a little bit bigger. This color is really pretty. It's like iridescent, like pink with gold in it. And that's why I like doing my shadow before my foundation so that that doesn't happen, but I'm gonna put on concealer anyway, so it won't really matter. Like, let's be honest, this is more like everyday makeup, something that almost everyone and anyone can do. I definitely think I like it better with my finger. And just to get up in this area, I like the brush. So this is something I already owned the concealer. I have the Caramel Corn, which is 22N, and I like to use quite a bit. That's just me. First of all, make sure you get the shadow off of your finger. When you start here, you're able to pull it and blend it out so that it's more like even. And I love this concealer. It's full coverage, it's super creamy. I feel like it doesn't dry out your under eyes. You know, with fall and winter being here, being colder. I mean, here in Ohio anyway, I don't know where you're at, but we need all the hydration we could possibly get. I'm just gonna take that concealer and just shape it off where my shadow is. And I'm gonna put that right here under my nose, my upper lip. And then I like to contour my nose, so I'm gonna bring it up on the sides. And this concealer I like to apply with my finger because it just melts it and really builds that coverage. Now, you don't have to use your fingers, like you can use a brush. That's just like a preference thing. That thing just doesn't want to go away. I should have used some color corrector on it, but it's too late now. We're here. Look at that coverage. Oh, this is such a good concealer. Okay, so I have the original Beauty Blender here. I like the original one better than any other one. The Real Technique one is really nice. That's like my second place, but as long as I can afford it, you know, I'll keep using the Beauty Blender. I think these are like 20 bucks. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot to some, but it's a lot to your girl, okay? We're living in different times now. Take a little bit on my chin, a little bit on my forehead, blend it in with my finger, and then pounce that out with my Beauty Blender. And get the corners of your nose. My friend just texted me, she goes, I have lines under my eyes, help. I'm like, girl, you need to drink some water. Cause I know she likes to drink, ain't nothing wrong with that. She likes her little coffees and her caffeine and all that. But it's like, you gotta pick and choose your battles. If you want, you know, healthy, hydrated skin, really the only thing you should be drinking is water. That's like the best way to fix that. And she's like, I forgot LaCroix is like not water. So who knows the last time she actually drank some water. So I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty, the setting powder in Kunafa. It has like a nice yellow undertone. It's almost like banana powder. It smells really good. It's hydrating, it's creamy, and I like to take my Beauty Blender and just push it in the lid so that it's like on there, you know, nice. Tap it a little bit and then press it into the skin. I feel like when I use a Beauty Blender to set, it just comes out better. Rather than using a brush, I feel like the brush really just like stirs up trouble and picks up the concealer and foundation that I laid down. It smells so good. I love the smell of this. And then boom, 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 boom. And then a little bit of, I need a little bit more. Let it sit for a second. I mean, honestly, you don't even really have to let it sit. It's fine. Yes. And I'm gonna take my little guy here from Real Technique. I don't like using something like too big and fluffy, I discovered, because then, like I said, it wipes too much off. Like, look how smooth. No filter, baby. Now your under eyes, it's almost inevitable for them not to crease. Do not be discouraged if your under eyes do not look flawless. You're not drinking enough water. If you're drinking a lot of caffeine and sugar and throughout the day, you know, your skin is going to react to that by creasing. You'll see like smile lines and all of that. The corners of my nose just don't want to be involved in what we got going on today. The disrespect. And I like to take the Hangover 3-in-1 and melt the makeup in, but cover your little eyeballs. I was gonna do a cream contour, but obviously I already put the powder on, so it's probably not a good idea to do. So we're just gonna stick to powder contour today. And I bought the airbrush Charlotte Tilbury. Let me put some lotion on my hands because I washed them and now they're looking crazy. So this is my first time buying anything from Charlotte Tilbury because I'm poor. And I have a pro card with them, so I do get a discount. So I was like, hell yeah, Let's do this. Look, the packaging. This literally told me that I'm poor. The packaging is beautiful. Look at the mirror. The mirror is big as hell. Like, you could keep this in your makeup bag and do your whole face in this big ass mirror. And look how big the pan is. And it is darker. It's coming up light on my camera because of the natural light, but it is darker. I mean, they do make one shade darker than this. I'm gonna take my NARS guy. I hope this is dark enough. I'm gonna be really sad. I don't know, let's keep going. I don't know if I love the color. I think it's pulling a little red on me. Look, you can see my blemishes coming through. Whatever. While I'm bronzing, because obviously this is a little bit of a process to do. Something that popped in my head, my friend and I were talking the other day. You know, her mom had given her advice like, you don't need to put up with a man like that, da da da. We have a different opinion than her mom. And my thing is, like, we got deep into it. You can't expect the perfect man if you're not a perfect woman, or you can't expect the perfect woman if you're not the perfect man, or whatever pronoun you may go by. If you go by they, you can't expect them to be perfect if you are not perfect yourself. And I feel like so many women, and I find that it's mostly women, this is just my personal opinion, that women have these high expectations, and I'm not saying not to have expectations and not to have standards. At what point are you like, I don't even have these things to offer, so how do I expect to find them? You can't expect to have this man who makes this money and drives this kind of car, and he's gonna take you here, he's gonna take you shopping. You can't expect those things when you don't have anything to offer. Not saying that you should have money to offer too, because maybe you're just a really good person and you have love to give, but my goodness, stop expecting the perfect person when you're not perfect yourself. The perfect person doesn't even exist. If you want a good man or a good woman, then you better make sure that you got something to offer and something to bring to the table. And I feel like it's always been like men are supposed to take care of the household, and they're supposed to do this and they're supposed to do that, and they're not supposed to do this and not supposed to do that. Well, times are different. We're living, it's 2020. So either bring something to the table and you'll manifest the person that you want, or shut up. It's a topic that's been on my mind. I'm going through my own shit personally, and I find that when you're going through a breakup or something serious, like relationship wise, it's important that you hold yourself accountable for where you messed up. If you want to fix something, it's important that you right your wrongs and really work on yourself and look in the mirror instead of always pointing the finger at somebody, because that's just not how it works. And the brush that I'm using is the Luna Magic brush. I got a set. It was like a set of 3 or a set of 4 from BoxyCharm. If you're not subscribed to BoxyCharm yet, please do that, because absolutely amazing. I've been happy with every single box. There are a couple products that I'm like, I'll take one bad product out of, you know what I mean? I still have 5 good ones. I love this brush for contouring my nose. I think it's wonderful. But back to the topic, hold yourself accountable. You need to take a look in the mirror, try to acknowledge that, you know, maybe you are the problem. Maybe you're the reason that it's not working, and vice versa. If you're unhappy with someone, like, tell them why you're unhappy so that you can resolve it, or you can go your separate ways, whatever that may be, because there's no reason that 2 people need to suffer. Now, I know what you're thinking, Amaris, I'm gonna take relationship advice from you. I have dated all walks of life, drug addicts, alcoholics, smart guys, dumb guys, cute guys, ugly guys, mentally stable men, mentally fucked up men. I don't feel bad about having the relationships that I have and not having these crazy long-term relationships, because I mean, that's what life has handed me. We all go through different things for a reason, and I feel like the reason that I've dated so many different walks of life is so that I can help other people. They were shitty times. I'm happy that I went through them, because it teaches me what I need to look for or look out for with friendships, family, men, and it's very eye-opening, and it helps me help you. Maybe I was chosen to be in this life to live experiences so I can help other people. I mean, I'm a Virgo. We are very intuitive, and we are empaths. We feel other people's pain pretty easy. And I'm an earth sign on top of that, you know? So maybe that's just the gift that I was given. And it wasn't until I was older that I was able to really realize that. Because obviously as you get older, you gain lots of knowledge and you learn new things and all types of stuff. And I have my friend Katie to thank for that, because she was able to really open up my third eye. Like, when things happen, there's a reason it's happening. You may not know what it is in the moment, but you will find out at some point you know, and that's a big part of growth. Like if you're not able to see why things are happening in your life, you need to really step back and analyze the situation. There's a reason that it's going that way. Stop trying to make things happen that aren't supposed to happen. So if you're talking to a guy, a girl, whatever, right now, whoever you may be talking to, if it's not working, don't stress it. It hurts because like rejection freaking hurts. And feeling like you don't know why someone is treating you like that, because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so awesome. Like, why would you treat me like that? But that is just the way it goes. So if it's not working out, take it for what it is and keep on moving. And stop feeling like you have to do things for other people. I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people that, you know, they're supposed to graduate high school, then go to college, then get married, then have a baby. Society has created this like lifestyle, this timeline that we are supposed to just live by. And I personally do not want to live by a timeline. Like, I don't have any interest in ever being married or having kids. Like, I like my freedom. I like to be able to get up and go when I want. For people that do want that for themselves, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't feel like you have to because your friends are getting married or people that you went to high school with are getting married and having families. That is for them. That is not for everybody. I know people that are in their 40s, 50s, no kids, not married, living the life. I know people in their 40s and 50s that are married, no kids, living the life. It is all preference. Stop thinking that you have to do what everyone else is doing because what you see on social media. Because let me tell you something. I know plenty of men and women who are married and don't want to be married. They did it because they thought they were supposed to do it. That is what everyone had planned for them. And that's not fair. That's not a way to live your life just because, you know, you think you're supposed to do it. You don't have to do anything. That's weird. You don't have to do anything. Or these parents that are like, I just want to see my daughter get married. Okay, but does your daughter want that? Does your son want that? That's what it boils down to. Stop. If you're a parent, stop pressuring your loved ones to get married or be in a relationship. They don't want to. They're happy. They're chilling. Like, you're a hater. Can you imagine? I get to wake up in the morning, feed my cats. If I want to be a bum all day, I can be a bum. If I want to go work all day, I can go work all day. If I want to go to the moon, I can go to the moon. Because I don't have any kids to watch or take care of. I don't have a husband that I have to cater to. I don't have to ask, hey, is it cool if I go here? Or do we have plans? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get up and go. So if you're someone that is like me, do not feel bad that you're not. I'm 28. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I don't plan on it. So if you're like me, don't let people make you feel bad because everything that you see on social media isn't always what it is. So for example, I know a guy who was seeing someone for 2.5 years. They were basically dating and he had a whole fiance with a whole kid. He was living 2 separate lives. Not only that, he had more women than that. It wasn't just her. There were a little family of women that he had. He doesn't even want to be engaged. Well, he didn't at the time, but now that he got caught, he wants to be like this like great husband or whatever. On social media, they looked so happy. He would post her on Woman Crush Wednesday and they would post their family photos. And it's like behind closed doors, you have no idea what's going on. So stop comparing your life to other people. And remember, do as I say, not as I do. I'm gonna go in with the legit lashes. You deserve the best lashes. Major volume, dramatic curl, insane length. So it's a double-ended, oh wait, I'm just like jumping the gun. I'm not doing that yet. We're gonna do eyeliner first. So I bought the eyeliner as well. I usually use the NYX where you can like dip it. So this is double-ended. So you have your, like more of like your crayon on that side. And then you have your, oh, this is similar to the NYX. It dips in, like you dip it in. So it's not a felt tip, but the brush is a little fat, so I'm nervous. So I haven't used anything other than NYX in a while, so let's see how this turns out. I gotta get down here to my mirror. Okay, we got our little wing going on. Okay, so far so good. I don't think I like how fat the brush is because you can't be very precise. So that's a turn off. I feel like the formula is a little thick and chunky. Thicker and chunky than I feel like you would go through this pretty quick because the formula is just so thick. It's weird because it's like, it doesn't feel wet. It feels like it's going on dry, but it's definitely wet. And I'm just gonna get really close to my lash line. Because like I said, I have more of a hooded eye, so I don't want my eyeliner to be too thick because it really does shrink my eye. You just have to be really careful because the brush is thick. If you want a nice thin line, like, take your time. This is not a liner that you're gonna be rushing through. So if you're in a hurry in the morning, this probably isn't gonna be the one you wanna grab for. And the little thing won't even sit up, girl. It's hard to do a little fox eye with this. She big and she juicy. It's really black. If you want a black eyeliner, this is black as hell. Okay, something's going on here. My eye looks lopsided as No, this, okay, come on, beach. Look, it doesn't even stay on the table. This is not, no, I don't recommend. Look how caked up, and look at my dry ass hands. First of all, I got the nerve, but look how goopy. Look, it's all caked on to the lid. I don't recommend this at all. So now I gotta thicken the other one. This is just getting real up real quick. No, I'm done with that. And it gets all over your eyelashes. Yeah, no, it's a no for me. I love Huda. I feel like there's nothing that I own that I don't like until today. Garbage. Watch the pencil part be the bomb. And it's crispy, like it's making my stick together. Of course the pencil part is the bomb. Okay, so now I don't feel so bad because at least this part is nice, so it's not gonna go to complete waste. This is nice and creamy where I can literally just glide it. I don't have to hold my eye, so that's cool. That's a plus. I hate when I have to hold my eye because then I get a fingerprint mark. Yeah. The pencil part is cool. I mean, if you want to give the liquid part a whirl, then go for it. The pencil part is the bomb. So it sucks, because like as a whole, I don't recommend it, but the pencil is so nice. I knew that was gonna, I called it, I knew that was gonna happen. Beach. So now I'm gonna use the mascara. Oh, extreme black. So if you like some dark mascara, this is big as hell. You have your curl and length, and then you have your volume side. Let me get on the Sephora website. I wanna see if there's like a special way to use this, like if you should use one side first. Although each side can be used independently, best results are achieved when combining both formulas. One swipe for major volume, combing, apply the volume side first, and then do your curl and length. Okay. It's got that thick consistency like the eyeliner. I'm like traumatized. This is the brush. Skinny, silicone-y. I don't even know if the mascara is gonna go on right because the damn eyeliner covered all of my lashes. But we gonna find out. Okay, boom, wiggle and pull, wiggle and pull. I like the brush. It's like really grabbing. I can feel it grabbing my lashes, but the formula is a little thick. I mean, you can't really, can you see now? Is that helping? Because I can't look at the viewfinder or the camera, so hopefully this is helping you see. Okay, and then you're gonna flip that over and put your curl and length on. This brush is cute. You know what this looks like? If you like roller lash, this brush looks just like it. Does not look like roller lash from Benefit, but it's almost like it can't go on top because it's already dry from the eyeliner and then the mascara that I already applied. So you have to be careful because I feel like you would get clumpy quick. Like it's kind of just brushing over them. I don't know that I love how it kind of is gooped up in the tube. It kind of reminds me of the Better Than Sex, how it gets all gooped in there. I feel like my lashes look good. So far, so good. Waiting for my hair to dry so I can fluff it out. Today's a wash day, so I feel like the first day I never like it because it's not as big. I'm gonna go back in with that like darker shade that I used in my crease, buff that in underneath. I'm gonna use one of the Lunar Magic brushes. Like, look how cute and small that is. That's like perfect for under the eye. So the Ariana Grande album, I'm pretty sure I listened to the full thing anywhere from 2 to 5 times in a day because I do have like a little bit of a commute for work, and then I listen to it in the shower and like put on a performance, you know? I just love her. Have you listened to it yet? What's your favorite song? Mine is Nasty. Oh, I like 34, 35 too. I'm gonna put on some eyelashes. I don't need to do that on camera. I'll put what they are down below. Got our lashes on. I'm gonna use the MAC Chestnut lip liner. I gotta sharpen this beach. My lip filler is starting to dissolve. I have an appointment in December. As long as things don't get shut down. And even with my lip filler, I still overline, as you can see. I'm gonna take the cream lipstick by Huda in Day Slayer. Just like a very like natural pinky color. And I love the applicator on it because it hugs your lip really nice. There's like a little dip in it. With the eyeliner, you can see it's not really in there anymore. So the eyeliner pen duo thing is a no from me. I mean, the black wore away pretty quick. I don't think it should have been gone that fast. This is literally my favorite highlighter. It's from Lorac, but it just gives you like a nice natural glow without looking like you have all this highlighter on. Like, look how smooth it goes on. My earrings are in the car. I gotta get ready to go. Well, I am ready, but I'm getting ready to leave for work, so I'm not gonna go grab them. I feel empty. I would repurchase everything except for that liner. I feel like it's not worth the money and it's really not like that great. I like the way the liner looks when it's on, but like getting it on was annoying. So far the foundation, I noticed the longer it wears, the better it's been looking, and that's very rare with my skin personally. With stick foundations, I can like touch my face and there is no makeup on my hand. Typically with like stick foundations, I would do that and there'd still be like a tint of foundation on my hand, like nothing. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you purchase these products and try them yourself. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions or any comments or concerns. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys all get through COVID. I know all of the states are going through something different. We're all in this together. You're not alone. We're all struggling in some way, whether it's financially or mentally. I mean, it's a lot. So if some days you feel like crap and you feel like you don't want to move and you feel sad, just sit with your feelings and feel that. You know, reach out to someone, because some days are hard and some days are easy. We are not living a normal life. This is not the new normal. I don't like that term. Nothing about this is normal. Nothing about this will ever be normal. So hopefully, you know, we can get this virus under control and continue on with our lives come 2022. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.